Some people might not know that High Point had a mall as far back as 1970. Although facing trouble with Oak Hollow Mall in the 90s, the Westchester Mall would press on and even manage to outlive Oak Hollow Mall. Join me as I return to the Westchester Mall to see how things are holding up. The way I found out about this mall was way back when I uploaded my first mall adventure, which was on Oak Hollow. Rest in peace. Someone commented that there was a second mall in High Point, and after doing a little research, I found out about this place, and within a few days, that became my second mall adventure. It is good to know that things haven't really changed from the first visit. Almost everything is still present, and it's great. Some mall owners could really take note on this mall and how to revitalize it when it's failing. Now, before I go into detail, we could talk about the overall look of the mall, and it's an interesting mix of the new and the old. Some of the storefronts are practically unchanged, and you can find little vintage goodies scattered about, like the old brick planters, but there's like a little sprinkling of something new, like these fake trees and the fountain. I recall someone saying that there was another fountain in the mall, and that the new owners changed it and added in a new one. Regardless, it's just great to see. However, the outside of the mall has been heavily modified. In fact, to most, it probably wouldn't even look like a mall. JCPenney, as we can see ahead, was heavily modified to accommodate the megachurch. Belk, which will be on the way to Thalheimer's, was modified to make way for a massive health center, which I think sprawls into some of the inline tenants. And Thalheimer's was completely demolished to make way for the old folks' home. While retail is almost non-existent, the mall has at least found some new life. The elderly have a place to worship, walk, and go to a hospital, all without having to set foot outside, really, if they don't want to. Some people have commented on my previous video, and they could name just about every single store that was in the mall, from JCPenney to Thalheimer's. And I'd love to see what this mall was like back in the 70s and 80s. Surely there's a database of vintage photos of the mall somewhere. Just imagine the big hair, the mullets, all the people just walking around enjoying themselves as they shop, and maybe the tourists that come here to grab something at Orange Julius after a long day at High Point's Furniture Festival. And here we are at Thalheimer's. Would have been nice to see what the building might have been like, but those days are long gone. In fact, Thalheimer's as a whole is little more than a distant memory of the past, along with Hecht's and so many other department stores, almost all of which have been destroyed by private equity or corporate mergers. A shame, really, but I guess it's just the times changing. Well, we're nearing the end here. Hope you guys enjoyed this little revisit to Westchester Mall. Do visit yourself if you get the opportunity. I do have more adventures coming up, including some big surprises like collaborations and such, so do stick around for that. Subscribe if you haven't already, and if you enjoyed the video, share it, like it, do what you want with it, spread the word. If you didn't like it, then I don't know, share some constructive criticism. Don't just call me an idiot. Let me know on what and how I could improve. And if you want to help me out, then feel free to donate on Patreon if you feel so inclined to do so. Check the description for links. But until next time, this is Doomie Grunt wishing you and the Westchester Mall farewell.